There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams. And she was practically burned at the stake for talking about Sue Wendy Williams, and Diddy's highly publicized feud stands out as one of the most infamous in the entertainment industry's history. The clash involved both celebrities hurling accusations and airing their grievances in the public eye despite the intense exchange. It's widely acknowledged that Diddy, with his influential status, holds more sway and capability to influence situation recently. Wendy Williams has been sharing insights into how she navigated the aftermath of exposing Diddy, shedding light on the support that came to her rescue. According to a family friend who spoke during a recent radio interview, Wendy Williams made a relocation to Florida in 2023. Radio host Miss Jones shared that she attempted a wellness check on Williams, only to be informed by employees at Williams' previous residence that her inquiry was several months too late. Did they sell the unit? Is it on the market? Jonesy says of her initial reaction to the shocking revelation going on, to add, they said, well, you know what happened. She was getting better, she was coming around, and then she started getting sick again because her family's in Florida, and people were coming in her circle that they weren't familiar with, like they couldn't get access to her when they wanted. They moved her down to Florida. The reported move coincided with revelations about Williams' health and type. Here were concerns within her family that her team was exploiting her. Williams' son alleged that decisions were being made on behalf of the media veteran by her team, and they had gone to the extent of freezing her out of her bank accounts. You know the legends curse when you put me in there. And all of a sudden it's like, oh no, Wendy's a talk show lady. Oh no, Wendy Williams has maintained a low profile in the media since the conclusion of her syndicated talk show in 2022. However, reports surfaced last April suggesting that Williams had been involved in filming at her childhood home for a new reality series. The TV personality spent her formative years in Ashbury Park, New Jersey, but after racial unrest in 1970, her family relocated to the predominantly white suburb of Wayside. Williams has been notably transparent about her early life and subsequent challenges. Many of her books, including the 2003 autobiography, delve into her struggles with addiction. This reported reality series could potentially mark the most intimate and personal project in Wendy Williams' illustrious career. As reported by The Sun, Wendy Williams has been on a nationwide journey to film content for a new reality show. The upcoming series will reportedly include an emotional return to her childhood home in New Jersey. While specific details about the show's main focus remain undisclosed, the filming in New Jersey implies that Williams is poised to share aspects of herself in a manner previously unseen by her fans. However, some fans have already speculated it. They are arguing that it is all because of her feud with Diddy. One of HR fans wrote, "Be somebody. Get Wendy Williams AMF podcast microphone. Or something, not she done Avatar Aang when the world him most he vanished." Another one added, "You ever wake up?" and "Just miss Wendy Williams." One more fan wrote his sentiment, saying, "Wendy Williams, we speak your name, rise up and take your place." Fans missing her, in hidden words, is pointing towards something very suspicious. In the past, Wendy and Diddy were involved in a very long feud that lasted for 20 straight years as allegations of sexual and physical abuse mount against Sean Diddy Combs and multiple lawsuits. Fans are expressing a renewed desire for a Wendy Williams comeback. However, history suggests that making a comeback after crossing paths with Diddy can be challenging throughout her media career. Wendy Williams, known as the Queen of Entertainment News and Gossip, consistently addressed celebrity rumors and attempts to raise concerns about Combs. The ongoing beef with the music mogul may have even contributed to setbacks in her career now, as fans clamor for a Wendy Williams return. The shadow of her past conflicts with Diddy adds an extra layer of complexity to the prospect of her comeback. You know my thing. About when you date a mogul, like he can hire a plane right now. Wendy Williams commenced her career with New York City's Hot 97 radio station in 1994. This period coincided with the rise of the bad boy record label established by Sean Diddy Combs in 1993 through a joint venture with Astor Records, as reported by the BBC. Bad Boy Records became synonymous with renowned talents such as the notorious B.I.G. Lil' Kim Mace, Faith Evans, and Total, all of whom enjoyed significant airtime on radio stations, including Hot 97, where Wendy Williams was an integral part of the media landscape. Hot 97 launched around the time that Bad Boy launched, former Bad Boy president Kirk Burrows said during an interview with he podcast The Art of Dialogue in 2022. We came with records that helped the rotation to be fulfilled during a 2009 episode of the Wendy Williams Experience radio show. Wendy Williams shared a recollection from her time at Hot 97 in which she claimed that Sean Diddy Combs had allegedly instructed members of Total, an all-female R&B trio associated with his Bad Boy record label, to confront her. She recounted the incident stating, "I got off the air. One day them Total B were downstairs and everybody up stairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down." Williams explained that her boyfriend at the time intervened and prevented the situation from escalating further. Regarding this situation, one person on the internet suggested Wendy Williams had been exposing Puff and others regarding their foul play when she was on the radio. He even tried to get Total before they blew up to jump her in the 2022 interview. Burrows delved into the 1990 East Coast West Coast feud involving Bad Boy and Death Row Records, highlighting Williams' role, according to Burrows. Combs' infant son and the child's mother, MSA Hilton, allegedly received payment to pose for a picture with Combs' rival Suge Knight, that she was there in the office, and that she was meeting Justin Combs and possibly holding him in his arms, and that there was a photographer taking a picture. Word circulated to the East Coast that Misa was present in the office, where Suge was meeting Justin Combs, and there were rumors of a photograph being taken. Burrows expressed that the depicted scenario wasn't the image they wanted to project, prompting urgent intervention by the Bad Boys team to prevent the photo from reaching the public. And that wasn't the picture that we needed to see on our end, or that we wanted the world to see at all. Surprisingly, Williams caught wind of the photo and teased a major announcement on her syndicated radio show, leading to the Bad Boys team taking swift to prevent its dissemination. And subsequently, Williams developed a theory suggesting that Combs had engaged in intimate relations with other men in 1998. During her time as a radio personality, Wendy Williams suggested on air that Diddy might be gay. Allegedly, upon hearing the news, Diddy took steps to have her fired, sparking a feud that endured for 2 decades. Afternoon show that might have been even syndicated then. That she had big news coming that involved Justin Dyer. Comes the situation reportedly escalated to the extent that Diddy sent a girl group from his label to confront Williams. She recounted the incident, stating, "Once upon a time, there was a music mogul who sent his all-girl group to beat my A in front of the radio station." Williams continued, describing the aftermath. "I finished my shift, round up my headphones to see everyone lined up on the side of the window, looking down at the sidewalk. Upon reaching the ground floor, she claimed to witness this girl group jump out of a gypsy cab to kick her A, if the rumor mill is correct. That girl group was Total, once to Bad Boy Records, and the music mogul was Diddy." She claimed to have received a photo depicting a man purportedly pulling down comb shorts while he was vacationing in Cancun in a 2022 Art of Dialogue interview. Combs' former bodyguard, Gene Deal, asserted that Combs orchestrated Williams' dismissal from her position at Hot 97 before she could discuss the photo on air. The power Combs had with the radio stations in New York didn't breathe hard if Combs didn't want them to. Combs got one of the hottest DJs off Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down. Deal said, comes told HOT 97. If they didn't get rid of her before he got back in New York, that they was not going to get any music from any of his friends, any of the record label's executives that was cool with him, everyone was going to boycott their station. We was out in law for about 3 days, Deal added. Before we landed back in New York, Wendy Williams was in the radio station. In Philly, it was over for her. She was fired in a 2013 interview with Vlad TV Williams, reflected on her departure from the New York City radio scene, linking it to discussions about homophobia. In hip-hop, she stated, "There was a radio personality, once upon a time her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such now. It's all come full circle. There were many situations back in my career, and it's all coming full circle." This remark highlighted the challenges and backlash she faced for addressing certain topics during her career. According to a report by Wrap-Up, Wendy Williams admitted to harboring lingering resentment towards Diddy due to her perception that he attempted to sabotage her career. In her book, The Wendy Williams Experience, she wrote, "The hell he put me through, I will never forget. But I don't hate him." In 2017, Diddy appeared on Williams' show to publicly end their two-dead feud. Williams had expressed a hope for such a reconciliation, though.